Hello and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 2 Viking Migration Campaign. Last time we left off at the brink of war with the Magyar, who are currently on a conquest of the Duchy of Rachimia, and the former High Chiefess of Kiev is also in a subjugation war against the same guys. They will be either way vassals of the Khan of the Magyar, which is bad news for us, because the Magyars just gained 8 territories in a very short amount of time. And if we allow them to recapitulate, if they come back on their feet, especially Rachimia is severely weakened, we will face thousands and thousands of Slavic warriors alongside the Magyar horsemen. This is not something I'm looking forward to. Besides, we are not getting stronger. We are at the top of our power right now, with 2 tribal armies raised. If we die, our successor will be in a very weak position. We lose a couple of territories. Our newly found territories, conquered territories, are still not in proper order. They will still need a couple of years to flip the culture, change the religion, and regain and lose basically the penalties for recently conquered a new administration. Therefore, we will be severely weakened. We must strike first while we are strong. Get out another non-aggression pact, or non-aggression pact is the wrong word, a truce basically, and give us time to prepare for the next war. That's why we have to strike right away, right now. There is no time to wait. They are only getting stronger. So we are going to declare war right away against the Khaganate. Although it will put us in a vulnerable position, I'm very well aware of that. That's why we have 4,000 men standing in the capital already. Nevertheless, we have to gather our forces quickly. We will accept the offer of surrender from this little dipshit. And now, before I even dare to unpause, I'm going to call in everybody. We need everybody. Yes, and I really hope the Khazars are joining too. Currently, the Magyars have 2 armies marching north. We could attack these guys, like I said last time. The problem is, we have no right flank. We could certainly beat these guys, but not decisively. We don't have enough horsemen to chase them down. Thus, I decided to hold back on that attack and wait for reinforcements. They won't attack us anytime soon, at least that's my hope. And we have to gather up our forces quickly, very quickly. That's the plan. So, the ships are going back to Norway. We will have to gather all our forces, everybody. Let's see, we can still raise a couple of men here. We will actually raise every single boat we can and move the troops separately. That's a lot of micromanagement, but right now we are in a dire need of troops, in a very dire need of troops, and we need every single man from our domains, and we need them right now. We are actually going to raise the vassal levy as well, even though they're just a couple of men, but right now we really need the men. Let's see if there's any ships now. All the other ships are basically, there we have ships, perfect. Because I'm trying to move these troops down here as fast as possible, like I said, and then basically pick up these guys, the boats that are coming just around here. They pick up these and these guys, and basically we move these 1,000 men, 1,000 men right away down there, and the other groups will join as fast as possible. Now let's unpause, and it's going to get very ugly. There. God damn it. They already surrendered. Now look at that. Like I said, we are basically surrounded by Magyar, and now these guys are at war with us as well. Lucky for us, they are severely weakened. It seems the High Chiefess succeeded in the subjugation war, so she is now again very powerful. She has a ton of vassals, basically all these guys. Lucky for us, they are severely weakened. We just have to be careful about these guys. Yeah, they're moving into our territory. They're trying to siege it down. Okay, that's as predicted. As predicted. Can actually raise a couple of men here And no. Let's go them in. Let's not overreact, because I don't want to accept battle with these guys right now. We will win, but not decisively. Let's wait for reinforcements, at least a couple of minutes. Yeah. You know what? An alliance with Sweden right now wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, he is very weak right now. He is very weak. Should we do that? No. I don't want his successors to have claims on all our territory, basically. No. No. He's weak right now, but you know, you never know. His son may be a second Ragnar Lothbrok. I mean, the real one, right? Because the one we saw was not very impressive character. Yeah, Olesya is actually raising his troops, and they're going to war. And actually, it's risky. No. We cannot expose the capital. We cannot. We may lose these guys, but I'm not willing to expose the capital. This is a very vulnerable situation, because if they siege on the capital real quick, they will basically have a very high chance of capturing the family, and thus gain a ton of war score. Along, of course, with the capital province. These guys are actually attacking. These guys are waiting. So our key goal right now is to keep these armies separated. These two armies need to keep separated. As long as they are separated, we are not endangered in our capital. If they join together before our reinforcements arrive, we are in trouble indeed. Right. We got all these forces. Our vessels are on the move. They're actually, it seems like they're on a raiding trip, which is great. But right now we need the troops. Yeah, they're sieging that down. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, they are moving to cut off these guys, I guess. Right, these troops pick up these guys and then rush down. Should we attack? There is the first wave of reinforcements. Okay, when these guys are here, at least we have a third flank. That will definitely help. It will help. We will not beat them decisively, but we can kick their asses and cause a retreat. And then we will focus down the other army with the additional reinforcements. While they are trying to rally their forces, we will attack the second army with the additional reinforcements. And then we will keep them on the run, basically. Quickly attack their capital and siege it down. And hopefully the other vassals are not capable to attack us from the north. Did the Khazars actually join in? Did you... Wait. There's a lot of new Kagans. Look at that. Do you see all these little... They split up their territory considerably. Okay, he's at war. But hold on. Okay. This is bad. This is very bad. This guy is not the Kagan anymore, the Kagan of Kagans. So basically, with the succession, he lost. He didn't succeed. He was not the top ruler. This guy is not a top ruler. And we have no alliance with these guys. And the other guy refuses to join an alliance. So this is very bad news indeed. Because this guy is ridiculously strong. I mean, look at that. Okay, he has hired a couple of men. But the good news is he's the one with the claim. He has a duchy claim. So as long as we have a non-aggression pact with these guys, they probably won't backstab us. But we, like I said, we cannot count on their support at all. At all. I expected them actually. I should have checked before that. But yeah, Nothing ever goes to plan, does it? Nothing ever goes to plan. Okay, we have now guarded up our forces here. We have a very weak flank on the right side, but at least we have a flank. We could, let's actually swap the center, make the center stronger. And now, we need our speed, we need our best commander for the center. Or at the moment, our marshal is actually very strong, but we need the speed, I guess. Actually, we could quickly check. Quickly check if there's another guy willing to join our court, because we're one commander short, I think. Oh, look at that! 23-18 Lightfoot leader flanker. Perfect. You, I want you right now. Right now at my court, we can immediately put him to use. Let's see. Doesn't really matter, because we will flip the characters before we go to battle. We have 23rd of October. Yes, he will join a court before we actually go to battle, and thus we can reassess the situation and figure out who we are going to put in charge. Now look at that, there are vessels are actually coming, except for these guys who are still trying to get to Pictland. Now look at that, they're actually sieging down and trying to siege on the Isle of Man. Alright, well, good luck with that. Anyways, we're in a bit of a trouble. Like I said, I expected our situation would be a little bit better, considering that I thought that we would count on Khazars. Instead, we only have one non-aggression pact. Alright, our vassals actually sieged down a holding. These guys are marching north. That is bad news for us. We need to strike these guys now so they cannot unite their armies. As long as they're separated, we have an advantage. Okay, let's see. Let's see, you're a narrow flanker. So we are definitely going to put you... no, actually we're going to put this young Lightfoot leader. Yeah, he's a very good man. Lightfoot leader and narrow flanker. He's a perfect commander for our flank. Definitely put him on the stronger flank. We're going to give the right flank... now let's see who's going to the center. Direct leader plus... Leading the center plus 37%. That's a lot. Martial influence 1.85. What do we have? Movement speed, Lightfoot troops leader. Yeah, martial influence is higher. Martial influence is higher, and we have a Lightfoot troops leader. But that only applies to the Lightfoot troops, and we have a ton of other stuff as well, because the center is very heavily reinforced with heavy infantry and horsemen, so we're definitely going to put the center guy in the center. Oops. No, you got it here. And we give you the flank. We would be better personally, but honestly, we should save up our fights for the very decisive battle against these guys. And look at that, they have no flank on the right side. Although our flank is looking very bad. Yeah, that was to be expected. On the other hand, all other flanks, the center and the left flank, look very good. We completely destroyed them. These guys didn't really put much of a fight, so my instincts were right. We would run a high risk of dying if our flank gets crushed like that. I wouldn't risk it. But now we have completely the upper hand in the battle. We cannot stack wipe the stack. They're actually going to reinforce it a little bit, it seems, which is good. But the other army is not joining in for some reason. Is not joining in. Where are reinforcements? They are coming right this very moment. Okay, it was not a decisive victory. We gained a little bit of war score, but most importantly, we sent his army into a flight. Now they cannot reach us for a couple of times. They will have to regather the morale, and then with our reinforcements we will strike his second army and put them in flight as well. In the meantime, our vassals actually did something useful for a change. They actually occupied our war goal. Now, how do you like that? How do you like that? Okay, they have 3,000 men here, and these guys are actually... Oh, they're moving in. They're moving in. They attacked us with this couple of men, and now they're moving in. Now it's getting hot. Now it is getting hot. We stack wipe these guys. Let's join the troops. Let's see, can I reinforce? No, I cannot reinforce this flank. I'm definitely not going to command this flank. Because this will collapse ASAP, and the morale of this flank is non-existent. This is difficult. We don't have a defensive expert, I'm afraid. Cruel, let's give him a chance. So this flank is clearly a weakness, but our center is very strong, our left flank is very strong, and we outnumber them. And we just received 1500 man reinforcements just as we needed. Perfect. Perfect. At best, they attack us before our reinforcements are here, but I think we will cancel the attack. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when additional 1500 men are in the field. Right, that looks better now, doesn't it? Do they still attack? It seems. Are they really attacking? We outnumber them more than 2 to 1, and they still attack us. We have very good position. Oh well, it's a plains. We have no attrition whatsoever. Well, except the normal winter attrition. And I'm not sure how this is calculated because it says 0.0 troop casualties, so I'm not sure if that actually applies. The filter is actually working properly there. I'm not sure. Either way, they are going to arrive in 1 week precisely. Our morale is not maxed out, especially the right flank is not looking that great. The center is okay, the left flank is actually... Why are you getting so much morale? Is there... I don't know. Yeah, right, because we unload from the boats. Right, that's the reason. Okay, what we can do now is actually move the boats to Olesje and disband them there because they cost a lot of money. We have no troops here. These guys we should have given this order. Really, we should have given this order. But I was not counting on these guys anyways, right? I was not counting on them because they, yeah, never show up when we need them. But this guy, look at this guy. I love him. I love this guy. He's actually doing something useful for a change. While we distract their army, he took like his 350 men and sieges down their capital. And occupied this territory. It really paid off to give him this territory. Seriously. Seriously. That's awesome. I mean, we're going to murder his concubine, nevertheless. And then murder him, probably when we want the county back. But it's nice to see that we actually have some useful vassals for a change. Okay, enough talking. Let's go to battle. And then, in fact, we need to take care of this war very quickly because we're running out of money. Right, and we should grant... damn it. Right, we need to get rid of this county because this is really hurting our income. Who are we going to give it to? I know exactly who I want to give it to. I know exactly. Where is this guy? Where is this? Yes. This completely... No, I don't want to waste 15 ducats. Okay, let's do something. It is not a very important county, right? It is a very unimportant county. Ruler, no. Actually searching the realm. Men? Ruler, no. You know what? We could give it to a marshal, although he's a Prussian. And I want to keep him around, right? He's one of our most important characters right now. I don't want to send him basically out of the realm. So, what about you? I know not that I really care, right? I just want to get rid of it. He's a lowborn, he has no inheritance. Let's join court. Let's go by opinion. It's easier. What about you? You have a very high stewardship. You have, whoa, look at that prestige. Look at that prestige. He will actually make an excellent ruler. It's 20 stewardship. And he's my steward. So, yeah, sure, and he's old. And we can actually arrange a marriage. And you know the trick. But Actually, we don't care really, because he's 56. Meh. If he has children, it's not my problem. We're not going to take over this territory anyways. We don't keep it, right? I'm just gonna get rid of it. Make him happy. Boom. We need to reappoint him. It's actually a good idea, because if we die right now, we will have another loyal vassal. And I'm going to settle the tribe right here, because, yeah, why not? Okay, now we've taken business of this. How is the money looking? It will increase, because we get a couple of more ducats. We're going to disband the fleet, and then should be fine. It should be fine. Alright, not too bad. Our right flank doesn't look good, but it was expected. Although he has no commanders on the left and the right flank. We severely outnumber him. So as soon as we go into melee phase, we're going to crush him. He, of course, has a lot of light cavalry and special horse archers. He excels in the skirmish phase. This is to be expected, but his left flank is already crumbling, as is his center. And as soon as we go into melee, we don't even get to melee here. Yeah, now we get into melee with the right flank. Ooh, look at that. It was a little bit harsh morale hit. But nevertheless, we defeated them. It's not going to be a decisive victory again, because we don't have enough light horsemen. In fact, that's one of the first tasks once we get retinue up. We need to recruit, get a guard up, a couple of light horsemen in order to counterbalance the initial combat phase, because this is where we are weak right now. And of course, we have a ton of light infantry, which is pretty... Oh, he broke the siege. Should I command to go? I did. Nevertheless, that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Because I rather want him around anyways. I rather want to have one stack of doom right now, right? I don't want to be vulnerable. Our war score is very good looking. We could actually go for a little carpet siege. The thing is, we cannot really occupy. We can occupy this holding. We can occupy this holding, and these are all tribal lands basically. So we can occupy them without building a fort. Like he built a fort for us. Very good, right? We would have to pay for it, and right now we can't even pay for that. Yeah, but I think we should basically siege down these two holdings and probably dispatch a unit to siege down this holding. Although there are a couple of targets that are very easy to attack. Look at that, 600, 300, 339, 91. Do we have up here? Yeah, basically, let's focus on his capital. Let's focus on his capital. I'm going to dispatch one unit of 1600 men, that's fine, and we're going to send these guys right away down here. And I want to keep the forces together, because our enemies will return very soon. I want to keep the forces together. I don't want to split them up too much. They may have some other trump cards to play. As far as it goes, right now the war is going very well in our direction. But you never know. He's actually... this is great. He's infirm. Very good. He's going to kick the bucket very soon. So they will have a succession. They probably the tribal holdings will try revolt. Who knows? I mean, they are just recently conquered, so they're very weak. Very unlikely, but it could happen, you know? And look at that. See what I just said. He comes back with 1,000 men. So we're actually holding out on that. We're going to send these guys ahead. We're taking the lead. And I'm waiting here. I want him to come to Tura. Perfect. Cross the river and then we smash him with 4k. 4.2k. 4-1 numerical advantage. We crush his main army again. Got up another bunch of war score. In the meantime, we go down to siege down another holding. And there are reinforcements coming. Reinforcements are on their way, ladies and gentlemen. Our vassals finally managed to find their way around with boats. I can't believe it. They will arrive on the 2nd of March. About now. And now we are actually... let's see, Center Commander... I guess our center leader is somewhere in a sub-unit. That's a problem, right? Because sometimes they are... No, there's ways here. What happened to our center leader? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, he's defending in Turov. Okay, so he's defending. So we're going to relieve the commander. Appoint the commander. And there he is. And we're going to have the Timur on the left and Lev on the right. Yeah, that's fine. He's cruel. That's good. While we are personally leading the troops to Torquay, siege down that holding. Ooh, what is this? My unwed daughter has been indiscreet. She has been hiding her pregnancy from me and now presents me with a child. And who was that? Who was that? We don't know. Okay, pay heavily to deal with this quietly. Spy Master Gun advises you on how to deal with your daughter's bastard child. The child is on my blood and will take care of both of them. Gain straight, kind, that's actually not bad. And punish her harshly. She gains chaste, we gain cruel. Jealous of my blood and will take care of both of them. That's fine, that's not a big deal. We'll actually have to find a proper man for her, I guess. But we were so busy with war planning and scheming and reassigning the plans. Whew, I completely forgot about family business. And what do you want? High Chief of Saxony. Just we were talking about marriage. We get a pop-up from you guys. You, sir, what the hell is happening to you? Who's that? This guy. Oh my lord. Even spawned. Holy crap. This guy is not messing around, is he? You know, I mean, yeah, I don't think so, because you won't have much of a realm left anyways pretty damn soon. And look at that, there are some more reinforcements coming. But they are still quite a bit away. We're going to smash this army again. Our tactic proved to be successful so far. We were able to split these forces, keep them separated. And believe me, fighting 4k or 5k horsemen is a large difference. And now we have to take care of these guys as well, because they probably go for the Korsun. And we have to hurry back and siege it back again. Well, this is to be expected. This is a very mobile war. They are fast and they guard up the forces again. Nevertheless, we're going to beat them back again. In the meanwhile, we will be able to siege down a couple of holdings. Sorry. And thus gain wars nevertheless through battles and through sieges. Right. Now we're going to rush south. We're going to put our siege commander in charge here. Can we assault? Yeah, we're going to wait one more tick and then we're going to assault. I don't want to risk too many men. I'm growing a bit weary of assaulting holdings, because the last time we assaulted the holding with 200 men we lost like 300. And I'm still not letting my guard down, right? It runs perfectly well so far. I expected more resistance. I actually expected the tribals. Now look at that. Look at that. He's attacking us. Perfectly fine. We wait for reinforcements. We put our center guy in the center. Our left flank actually looks terrible. Sometimes I do not understand how this rebalancing works, because this is basically a recipe for catastrophe, right? I mean, we are outnumbered severely, but you know, we don't have to screw it up on purpose, right? This is looking much better now that the weight of the brunt of the attack will at least be equally disturbed. And we're getting another 300 men here. These guys are probably dropping off their troops. Wait. Right, yeah, dropping off back somewhere there, and you know what, whatever. with 4k against their 2.5k. Yeah? The battles are getting a little bit closer because we have quite a few men down here, but we're gathering war score, right? That's important, very important. Actually, are you not? What is your total score? Nah, he's just let him do the siege. Let him do the siege. We will be fine. We will be fine. It will be a little bit closer this time, but we will be fine. Our morale is okay-ish. The left flank is not perfectly fine, but we still outnumber them almost 2-1. Just to be sure, just to be certain. Let's make a quick check again, Lev, because I think, do we have a crew? Yeah, he's the center leader. He's the left one. Lev and Timur. Yeah, no. We could put ourselves in charge, but meh. It is a risky business. It is a very risky business against these guys, because they basically pepper us with arrows in the skirmish phase, and the light horsemen will do a considerable amount of damage because they have 2,100 horsemen. You can actually see the morale damage is significant, but as soon as the melee phase goes, we should swing this around. Good news below, we received a credible report of recent sighting of the great white bear in contact with them. My horse. What? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Shit. Now they got us. Now they got us. They got us. This is bad. I hope your center is strong enough to withstand it. Damn it. I knew it was going too easy. It was too well. The center is still holding, so we're going to win the battle, but just in case we're sending in reinforcements. You never must let your guard down, ever. Especially against these guys. Yeah, now in the melee phase we excel because we have the greater numbers. And we have a bit of heavy infantry. But it was pretty close, like you see. And they're sending reinforcements. So now we really need these guys. Hurry up. And we arrive just in time. Because right now, if they crush into us, I'm not certain if they could withstand another attack. I'm not certain. Okay, they broke off the attack anyways, and we're at 94% war score. So let's check it out. Battle 75%. This is maxed out, I think. We need another holding, basically. We are going to divide our forces. You are staying here, and you are going to take this holding. Ah crap, no. Other way around. Because these guys basically have no. Let's make it smart. Let's make it extra smart. I know this is a lot of micro, and I don't know if you guys enjoy this microing. But I macro a lot, and it makes a difference. It makes really a difference, and we definitely want the strongest men staying behind, and I'm going to send 1,000 men of a levy, basically mostly light infantry, down to siege this holding, right? And the rest of the forces are staying here, basically keeping them from sieging Korsumberg, A and B. Like, look at that. Who would have thought? They're going for it. And now we're going to block it because we have the numbers. They will not accept the battle. Even though our morale is not maxed out, we outnumber them severely. They will not accept battle. And if they do... Oh, my wife Caitlin just asked me if I'm having an affair with Malfried. I hear Stony Express doesn't reveal whether she knows it or is only guessing. Lie to her face. Lie to her face. It's not like we can make things work, right? Okay, they broke off. Basically, I want to stay here and protect the capital and protect Korsun, prevent them from taking back the war goal, because we should get a ticking war score by now, anytime soon. Oh, and there, look at there, we have another 1,500 men coming into our direction. Good boys, good boys. Couple months too late, but you know, I know the effort. The effort is what counts, right? Our welfare balance is almost at balanced, so we still make a little bit of a deficit, but it's okay. We can keep that up for a little while longer. We have the numbers, Luckily, I expected way more resistance from these guys, but it seems either they don't want to help the Liege Lord, or yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I haven't seen a single stack of these guys, not even like 50 men or something, for at least for quite some time. Maybe they were walking around somewhere at the start. You've guarded your followers and your hunting dogs. You've saddled your horse and prepared your weapons. You're ready to set out to hunt the great white bear. An epic hunt it shall be. Well, certainly will be. I think we actually lost 1 point of war score right there, did we? Or when we were with 94%. Now we didn't lose any war score at all. We haven't lost a single battle. Nothing. Okay, my bad. Okay, yeah, perfect. We're putting a siege guy in touch. We're going to siege it down. There is another hostile army, and we keep our army in the presence. We're basically doing that what the British Navy did in the First World War. We basically block off the Skagerrak Strait and lock the Magyar forces basically in there. We keep them east of the Dnieper River. We prevent them from sieging back their capital. And we gather up the war score, because now we have a ticking war score. It is ticking in our favor. We are very close. I dare say this war went pretty well. Yes, we had to rise 2 trouble armies, but you were able to see that we really needed them, because we couldn't rely on our allies. I didn't even bother really to try to attach them. At some point I attached them, but it really didn't pay off. The only guy who was really excelling was the Count of Olesi. Another good reason that we put him in the charge here, because he really helped us in this war. Now what is this? During your hunt you come to a deep gorge. Right on the other side you say, oh, is the white bear staring at you. You are so close, yet you cannot reach it. As it runs away, you realize that you must return home without victory this time. Damn, we almost had it. Now I know my purpose in life. Gains Hunter. Martial +2, Diplomacy +1, Pursuit +20%. That's a very nice trait. I'm sure I'll catch it someday. Now we're definitely going for Hunter. I've never been a Hunter before. Awesome. Right, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. Shall we assault? Well, the last tick, right? We're going to speed it up a little bit, because right now... Whoa, that just scared me a little. Oh yeah, our backup dude died. Well, we should have put him in charge somewhere, I guess. But you never know. You never know. We had more important stuff to do, like kicking the crap out of the Magyar, and we succeeded in doing so. Now we have a slight issue. I mean, they would like to keep the even spawn armies a little while longer, but we're running out of targets here, right? I mean... Let's just make peace. Let's just not overstretch our luck. We enforce demands. Our usurp the title. We have won. We have won. This went astonishingly well because we had a good strategy. We had the logistical support of our capital province, and our province is basically here, so we didn't have to worry about that. Their armies were separated at the start of the war. We raised 2 trouble armies. We were able to beat them separately, basically kept them on the flight on the whole time. We were basically managing to keep them on the eastern side of the Dnieper for most of the war, and therefore we were able to succeed in our goal and finally conquer Kazun. Now we have the ability to create 2 duchies, and from now on we will lay a little low. We have enough territory guarded up right now. We're going to lay low. We try to do a little bit, building tall strategy, basically trying to improve these counters, because we have hardly done any building, any improvement. We're going to do a lot of raiding to gather prestige and money to build up our newly found domain. We're going to create the Duchy of Kiev as soon as possible. We should create another duchy right here. This is basically so we could, for example, grant our heir titles easier. And I will keep an eye on the inheritance front, because right now it looks solid enough. We're not losing any title from down here. So all these 5 counties will definitely stay in the hands of our future character, which is precisely what I want, because this is going to be the core territory of our future realm. And then we'll see how much territory we keep in Scandinavia, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 counties, you know. And as soon as we have enough counties down here, we will basically give all this stuff to the brothers and siblings and grant them independence, and they can do whatever they want, because I don't care. I just want them as allies. It's nice to have probably another dynasty members up here. They will probably crack their heads with Sweden, potentially, especially because we have Uppland and they have a digital claim on that. Other than that, I really don't care, right? Because this is going to fulfill the first step of our ambition to establish a realm in the east. And from here, we are going on to great Viking raids into the Mediterranean and the Black Sea. We're going to be terror around the rivers, and possibly even try to, conquer the Silk Road. It would be quite an interesting goal indeed. Basically to establish a realm that stretches along the Silk Road all the way back to Eastern Asia. That would be actually an interesting goal, and yeah, you never know what the future will bring. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you soon.